Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sims 3. And today, so we're going to be making a house. I'm making a new house. I decided for my main characters, the ones that I've started off this series with. And I might start doing that for, quite a bit, building houses and because that seems to be a pretty big sort of thing that people like to watch from what I can tell. But I'm still going to obviously play with my characters and whatnot. And I'm going to work on building a house for the Harry Potter characters, or the Harry Potter world that I'm working on. Because the house that I have currently is just awful. So anyway, this is going to be called, I haven't really decided what it's going to be called, but it'll probably be called something by the time I post this, but has something to do with octagons, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. So this kind of came to my mind. I don't really know how, but I guess it just sort of came from inspiration with like Star Wars and like Camino and I don't know, just sort of having these like circular shapes, but I decided to make them octagons. So you can't have curved walls, but anyway, so this entire thing is going to defy complete utter logic. It's going to look like they're floating, obviously. So as you can see, for the most part, it's just going to be the first, the two big ones are at the bottom, are the first floor. And the two things on the sides, the two squares, those are going to be the stairwell. And so this is kind of how it's looking right now, currently. I didn't realize how long this video is going to be, but yeah, so basically I had seen some new I learned some new techniques just watching other videos, people doing builds, things I never knew about. And so here you'll see me trying to figure out what the heck I was trying to make it 3 the other way, but it wouldn't work, so I just left it like that. So I was like, whatever. I think that looks cool, I think, but and I wasn't quite sure how I wanted the roofs to be. But so yeah, I also tried doing like a cool like roof for this, but I didn't like it. So or it wasn't even, it wasn't even for me. So eventually I go back to I go back to this one. Nope, never mind. Okay, yeah, I'm checking out different roof styles. I like the dome. I just wish that you could fix the height of it and stuff, but whatever. It's kind of dumb that you can't, personally. So, one thing I didn't show was me actually flattening the lot, because the lot was extremely bumpy. And there was a house here before that I demolished and evicted the people and deleted them. Whatever. So, without further ado, I think this is where it gets kind of ridiculous, intense. I start working on basically, the pond. There's going to be a giant pond. So, and there's going to be, I originally had a bridge, and you'll see that coming up. But in the final one, I took it away. So anyway, I stopped the video. This took me probably 3 or 4 days to put together. So this is kind of how you can make an arched bridge, if any of you don't already know. And I started off with one here, and I kind of messed it up because my sim couldn't go over this bridge for some reason. I'm gonna put one at the front too, and my sim can go over that. So see, you can see here I'm trying to this is if you type in if you do Control-Shift-C, you type in constrain floor elevation false, then you start raising this. That's kind of what'll happen right here. You can start seeing the but make sure you go down when you actually lower everything, that you make sure that you you go down one floor to where you see just that. And then after you're done, turn it back on. Constrain floor elevation true. Turn it back to true, because this way the tiles and stuff won't be affected. Just everything will start, doing whatever. But so as you can see here, I am basically building the pond. And we'll go ahead and skip ahead of me just building the pond. Alright, so now that the pond is done, as you can see, for the most part, so now I'm going to build a pool, but I'm actually recording my audio after the fact, because obviously this video is sped up 420%. So yeah, anyway, basically I had this idea, hey, let's have a pool that overlooks the city. And so basically that's kind of how this came about, ultimately. Yeah, I'll have to go back and fix that. But yeah, the pond was kind of a pain in the butt. It took me, that was probably a good 45 minutes of me just making the pond. And condensed down 420% was like, it was still like 5 minutes. Or, no, not really, it was like 3 minutes. But yeah, I end up, you won't see it, but I actually do end up creating a, whatchamacallit, like a floor tile texture, my own like a custom texture for floors. So I'll keep this in here because this is kind of, this is pretty, how I kind of made this, but you can see the large fountain that's not going to stay there. Just so you know, I had to take it out because it wasn't spraying into the room that's above it, but you could see it coming through, but it wasn't like actually making water or anything in there. It was just a weird glitch. So I was like, screw it, I'll just put a small one. But yeah, so then I'm just kind of messing around with lily pads, and I actually make the pond a little bit bigger. It goes all the way around the front. Yeah, this was totally fun. Can't remember what tree I put up front. I wanted a creepy tree. I really did, but it just didn't fit right. So Alright, so here I am making the pawn. I'll keep this in there. I'm not going to cut it out because it's not very long. So you can kind of see what I do here. Make another bridge. Also, if whatever texture you want the bridge to be, like the actual floor of the bridge, go ahead and put that on there, because once you raise this up and stuff, if you raise up too much of it, or if it's not level, then you won't be able to place a tile down, and so then you're just stuck with the texture that's on top. So just make sure that you have that planned out. I forgot to do that with this, but basically there was one texture that was perfectly flat, or one of those tiles that was perfectly flat. So basically I was able to, you know, do the whatchamacallit. I was basically able to put the tile down and then hold down shift to kind of select all of that area, and it worked out good. Alright, so now let's see, what am I doing next? Oh, okay, so I stopped the video. That's what I did. Alright, so now I've already created the textures, so this is the texture I came up with. Or you know, I like trying to keep in like sort of okay, so see what I did here. See how I was able to put one. I eventually go back later and I guess it wasn't here. I didn't realize that I could select all at the time, but yeah. I must say, matching that whatever was kind of a pain. The wall texture. Alright, so I eventually get rid of I eventually get rid of the thing. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want the color of the walls to be. And eventually I was like, well, I like this sort of style. Felt it looked good, but I needed to fix some of it. And then this is where things started getting weird. You have to, the reason that it's red is because you have to turn constrained floor elevation, I think, true. Or false. You have to put it to false to fix this problem. Yeah, and then you see how it's black. Typically, I think it's only black because it's not textured, but well, you can see what I do here. I basically delete one of the one of the walls, and then it's all good. And I have to do this several times, sadly. So then I eventually settled on, I can't remember which one I settled on. I guess we'll just wait and see. I think it was dark brown. Yeah. Alright, so then I created my own little texture out of this. I used this like rock with a glow thing to it. That black one. You'll see it when I pick it up. Right now I'm just trying to select different ones. So then I use this one. And then I'll cut out the rest of this because it takes a while. Alright, so then you can see how I came up with this color. I got to this color. So you can look at the textures there. I completely forgot about the top part. I was trying to move the wall over and stuff, but I couldn't do it, so I was like, whatever. Alright, so... And yes, I know I forgot the back one. I didn't... Obviously, when I was doing this, I didn't realize it. And so then I realized this. I'm going to have to fix this wall. So you'll see what I come up with here. It's like, well, I don't have a choice. So we'll just do it like this. And so now you'll see what kind of texture I'm going to come up with here. Alright, so you can see I'm just kind of messing around with textures on this door. So I decided just to make it match. On the outside it matches the wall. But the inside is just wood. So I have to do the same thing here. There's a lot of things that I do, I think, that I don't capture on video, just because it was probably unnecessary, like me just actually decorating the house. Because obviously it's my personal decoration, so everybody's gonna have their own personal decoration input or whatever. So now you're gonna see me spend a little bit doing this, so I'm just gonna cut it. Alright, so as we're coming to a close on me selecting these things, that was about a 2 minutes sped up of me just trying to figure out what I wanted this color to be, the floor color to be. That was a really long time. It was about maybe 15 minutes actual time. Alright, so there's that color, or that paint style. Yeah. Ultimately, those two rooms are the same, and actually that room's going to change a little bit too. Yeah, alright, cool. So those are good. And then, I'm trying to remember what else, what happens next. Oh, okay, windows. Yeah, selecting window styles I've never been really great at, but obviously you could change it if you want it to. Anyway, if you like the foundation of the house, then yeah, you're pretty much free to change whatever you want, really. So have I ever told you guys, I should probably tell you a story. Okay, so I was like, how old was I? I think I was like 9 or 8 or 9. So this was like, I'm 24 right now. So this was like, you know, a while ago. I was living in New Orleans at the time, and I was born there. And I was out, it was actually Father's Day. And I was out fishing, Not with my dad. My dad was asleep. So I was out fishing with some friends, and I had those typical like 80s, like those 80s glasses, those typical 80s glasses. Well, quick note: I don't keep the fireplace because the chimney looks ridiculous. Okay, just so you know. Anyway, back to the story. So basically, what happens? So we're just out having fun. My brother's like, he's still young. So maybe actually this was probably, my brother was still really young. So, and he's only like 3.5 years younger than me. So, yeah, anyway, so basically, my mom's out in the garden doing her gardening. And I'm out with friends. We're at this pond. And we all have fishing poles. And just, I guess, to speed up what happens, I end up with a fish hook right in my, it wasn't, I guess it was in my eye because it was right at the part where that the red little pinkish part by your nose, where it connect, in between, by your nose area, or the bridge of your nose. I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, so I had a fish hook. Actually, it was lodged in there. It was caught. It went all the way through, and it was bad. I screamed bloody murder. Anyway, so the person that that did it, I don't know. I can't remember her name. This was such a long time ago, and I know she didn't. Obviously, it wasn't. It's not like it was her fault. Well, obviously, she's the one that did it, but it wasn't like her fault, if you know what I mean. It's an accident. So anyway, no, I'm not blind, obviously, but so what's weird is, because I have glasses, or I had glasses, those big ass glasses, those big, thick 80s style glasses, and so basically, she pulled the fishing rod back, and it was like slow motion. It was a girl. She swung the fishing rod forward, and the next thing I know, my glasses fly off my face, and my whole face just jerks forward, because it caught. It was so weird how it went inside, went in and around the glasses, and it was ridiculous how it even got in there in the first place. But so I had a fish hook in my eye. I was screaming bloody murder, right? Not literally bloody murder. I probably didn't even know that word back then. And action. Alright, so I've skipped ahead quite a bit, and I brought in my characters. I had brought them in before, and so obviously you can see what I did over in the middle. There's no bridge there anymore. So you can see how I decorated the pool area. Just kind of did there's a grill on that side, there's a bar over here. Obviously you still have the two diving boards. There's two spotlights. So basically you can kind of just jump in the pool, look, also look over look at the city skyline in the background, which is pretty cool. So I kept this there, and obviously you can see now the top is full. So right now I'm gonna give them full, whatever, make them all happy. I don't know why you can't walk up the stupid thing. It's not that difficult. See, he did it fine. I guess he's letting everybody else go first. And the kid gets to the door and is like, "Oh, look at this door. It's so awesome. I don't want to walk in." So instead, I'm just gonna switch into my my swimming suit and just go to the pool. Anyway, so this is the kitchen. When you first walk in, I decided to make it a kitchen and dining area. Yep, okay. Yeah, so kind of added some cool things, I guess. Pretty basic. There's your water stuff. So here you can see what I did. Added gates, made it so that you could get to the area over there. For some reason they couldn't walk over the edge. That's why, or the bridge. For some reason, not sure why. You can see in here had to add a toilet and bathroom. So on the right side over here is just the TV if you just want to watch TV and hang out. Well, now it's the left side, but the right side, this right side is for games. So one side's games. Well, you can watch TV on that side too if you wanted to. But one side's games, one side's whatchamacallit. So up here is the office and sort of logic area. But anyway, so this, you can see what's going on here. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to fix that right now. So back to the story. Yeah, so anyway, I had fish hook in my eye. And I'm sitting there running around with the damn pole, like, like still attached. Like it's, running around, and then somebody's or a parent comes out and just with scissors and they cut the string. Like, stop moving, stop carrying the cord or dragging the pole around. So they at least cut that, cut it, just had the string. My mom like running over to me and just carrying my brother. Obviously an ambulance is on its way already at this point. Basically nothing bad really happened. I just had an eye patch over my eye for a couple days. Anyway, so this is Dan's room. Pretty basic. Got some stuff. This is Emmy's room. So she's got her stuff. Made it a little bit more stylish. Also in each room is the thing for a cat. So if the cat wants to sleep in one of the rooms, that way it doesn't have to wander around for hours. Here's the personal gym area. There's 4 TVs, pull-up bar, there's 2 workout benches, 4 treadmills. So there's the stairway, spiral staircase. So glad you can have those now. You can see me painting. So the office here. I really like that painting, actually. That's a really cool painting. Pretty stereotypical office, I think. So then let's go to my room. Or Liana's room. I always has to belong to the wife. So as you can see, it's got a wine rack. Nothing in there. This is just the vanity, and this is the basically just think of it as a big closet, big giant room. Master suite. So that's pretty much the extent of this house. So you can see, I'll show you guys. So this is it pretty much at night-ish. It's pretty much almost 5 a.m. So the sun's gonna be coming up any second. Whoa, that was an awesome dive. All right, so I'm gonna skip ahead to to what it looks like during the day. All right, now you can see that it's daytime. So I'm just gonna watch him jump here. No cool dive, just belly flop. Really? Naturally. All right. So anyway, this is kind of how it looks during the day. Obviously, you can turn off the lights if you wanted, because there's so much natural light, like with the windows. Kitty cat, Yara. Yeah, I mean, so I originally made this was during the day, or I toggled the night from day. So this is what the outside looks like. I think it's a pretty nifty house. Brilliant painting. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, it's extremely different from all the other houses in the area, but yeah, it's a house. It's pretty awesome. I think I like it a lot. Spent a lot of time on it. So let me know what you think. If you want to see more of these, let me know. If you like my stories, I can work on telling more. I have plenty of stories, I think. I can tell you my whole life story, probably. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. I'm not gonna actually play with them this episode. So thanks for watching this episode, Sims 3, and be sure to subscribe. Also, if you want to download this house, it'll be in the description. Oh, and a link in the description. So check that out.